Por algunos días he estado viajando por Líbano y he preguntado a la gente lo que opinan de los mexicanos. Y he descubierto que los libaneses son personas que desean estrechar lazos con México. Vamos a escuchar lo mucho o lo poco que saben.
Salut.
Hola. Tacos.
Tacos.
The pyramid.
The Pyramid.
Churros. Oh, no. Chichen Itza, right?
Peña Nieto.
No, I always say it jokingly because it sounds like chicken pizza. Chichen Itza.
Chicharito.
Chicharito.
Chichen Itza.
Chichen Itza. That's all.
The country is big now. I think it's about more than 100 million people.
Tequila, ça va.
The perception I have is actually of a bit like Lebanese people, sanguine people, like people who are very impulsive, generous, violent like us, somehow like in the way that they will interact. It's not like the cold, rational, Northern European way of dealing with things every day, but people maybe shouting at each other is being more passionate and so on and so forth. So maybe it's a cliche, maybe it's true.
I know that it's a very pretty place because I have a friend who lived there for a long time, but I don't know much. I know that the accents are so like, it sounds so cool, but it's so quick at the same time, so it's hard. But I've seen pictures and it's like very flat roads and small houses, there's no big buildings.
C'est très joli et très spécial. يعني culture différente.
I know Chicharito, which is a footballer.
The main tribe I associate with Mexico is the Aztecs.
Tacos.
They both like their food.
La comida.
La comida.
Me dicen que la comida es muy buena. Como los tacos, así. Como tout ce qui est piquant.
El picante.
Sí, sí, voilà.
For instance, I saw a documentary on avocados culture in Mexico, and I saw that you really had to have like protection. It's like they call it the green gold of Mexico, because there's a huge business about avocado and of course you know, all the dips that the guacamole dips and so on and so forth. Like it's something huge. They have to protect it. Like the people who are actually cultivating avocados are actually having some kind of a guild or an association, and they hire security to protect the cultures actually.
I imagine Mexico a place to be filled with tacos, really, really delicious tacos, and a place that is filled with colors and dance and really, really cool stuff.
And the old image we have of the Mexican is having a Mexican cowboy with a sombrero and riding a horse.
I know about the food. They have some really good food.
Oh, the food is, I hear, amazing, honestly. Like, it's very, very different than Lebanese food, but it's also, I guess, special in its own way.
I always think of the food. I love Mexican food.
Yeah.
I was in the States and we have a lot of, like I have friends who make me like their Mexican food and it's really, really good. So I miss that. We don't have enough of that here.
Yeah, I agree about the food. First thing, Mexico, food. Like they have really great food. Yeah.
They love soccer. I know that.
Chicharito.
It is also exposed to storms, like the whole area.
Hot weather. It's a nice place. I know there's some bad things and good things like any country about it. Like cartels and stuff. Some drugs that comes up in the States.
El Chapo.
El Chapo. Nice.
Et il y a beaucoup de domaines dans l'éducation qu'on peut arriver, on peut étudier là-bas.
I see, of course, maybe it's wrong, but I see violence. I know that 2017 is like one of the most violent years in Mexico in terms of homicides.
I imagine it like a poor neighborhoods and stuff like that. Not like developed and modern.
I understand that Mexico City is big and it's in a ball, so it is trapped by carbon dioxide pollution sometimes.
So I have that idea that you have like some enclave, as we say in French, like gated areas where you have like safe zones, and then you have zones of violence. But on the other hand, you have always the idea of having like the Catholic families, generous, very strong family unit.
I think they are chilled people. I think they are the type of people that I would want to be around when I go to holidays, maybe.
The ones I met are nice. They're helpful. They're happy. Like in general, they like to help others. From what I saw, like tourists and everything.
Courage. Intelligent.
Has a big history relating to United States of America. It had a big population of native Indians.
Mexican music, do I have some Mexican music? Maybe some mariachi? Yeah, I do have some Mexican music.
Mexican people, they're really nice. They're very sweet. I feel like there's a lot of similarity. I don't know how many you met, but like the ones that I've met, they're very family orientated. Like they care about their family a lot, and it's a big deal. And then when they have parties, there's like big parties, lots of food with all their aunts and uncles and cousins and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
I think they're friendly people. First example is you.
I've had some Mexican friends. Very outgoing people. You know, they like to socialize a lot.
I guess like any other culture, they have like a special way of dealing with each other, and I guess it has to be very nice, because if the people weren't special, then they wouldn't have such an amazing country.
Talking to you, very friendly. You know, I would assume very friendly. You know, I think there's a lot of heritage in that country, a lot of culture.
Of course, I know Mexican through American eyes mostly, because it's maybe from series, from what author thinks of Mexico from the 50s.
It's like an inside joke for Lebanese that we're talking like Mexican. You talk like I'm Mexican. You're talking like a Mexican only because this is funny, but all the Mexican series, they are subtitled or like, you know, dubbed in Syrian accent or Lebanese accent sometimes, but in a very, you know, in Fusha Arabic. So this is why whenever somebody hears a Fusha Arabic, somebody talking Fusha, they would say you're talking like a Mexican. Fusha is the original Arabic, the traditional Arabic or the original Arabic actually. It's not the dialect, it's actually the original grammar.
The image we have of Mexico is that we have many Mexicans coming to the north, to America, and to California, and to Texas and Florida.
I hate Trump so much. I'm so sorry for everybody who has to deal with him. Oh my god, that's one of the biggest deals, is, you know, to build a wall. I think that's the biggest similarity for Palestinians and like Mexicans, is the fact that the people that are trying to like hurt us always want to build a wall. And so we have a wall already, and I hope that doesn't happen for Mexico.
And I think Mexico is in Latin America, the backyard of the Americans, North Americans. So they can do anything they want to all Latin America.
And there is this, of course, love-hate relation with the United States, especially now with Donald Trump.
I went on vacation and it's nice, a nice country as well. Mexico City. Yeah, it was nice. I enjoyed my time. It's lively.
I'm planning on going, definitely.
Mi hermana era en el México y me dice que la gente es muy gentil.
So I wanted to, and I could easily do that when I go back to the States, but I don't want to go back to the States anymore. I don't like it anymore. But I really want to. I want to go visit a lot of the like cities, the traditional cities. Not like, I have friends that go to Cancun, they do that, but I don't like that. I want to go and see the real like Mexican culture.
No, I went to Peru, I want to go to Mexico.
In terms of being outgoing and very social, it is similar to the Lebanese culture.
Tous les deux font beaucoup de bruit, tous les deux sont très expressifs, très joyeux et d'après moi on s'entend bien.
Similarities?
Hospitality.
Hospitality.
Yeah. And good food.
I think they're really friendly, and maybe they like inviting people. I think they're close to Lebanese people, like they like to invite people and be their host, and I think they're
really nice people.
Everyone in Mexico who I've met, or everyone who's lived in Mexico, always comes and tells us amazing stories, and same when they go back.
We have many Lebanese in Mexico. The richest man, Lebanese man, Carlos Slim, yes.
Oh yeah, the one that's Lebanese.
I heard about him, yeah.
He's the richest man in the world, isn't he?
Like the richest, he's from Lebanese origin, and he's like the richest man in the world, or he was 2 years ago.
Well, I hope one day to visit this country and to meet many more people from Mexico.
Bonjour les Mexicains. Si vous voulez venir au Liban, vous êtes les bienvenus.
I love your food. I love Mexico.
El Líbano no es así diferente y somos todos un solo corazón.
I encourage them to visit us here, and because it's a really nice country here, and I think mixing the Lebanese with the Mexicans would be great.
Yeah, well, stay safe and come visit Lebanon one day.
Honestly, come to Lebanon. I want to know more about you. We mix, I guess.
Besos a todos.
أهلا وسهلا بكم في لبنان.